We really are a team rebounding group. We're not the biggest team. I think Zaza's done a good job getting a body on Tristan, and then that's allowing other people to come in and get boards. And Steph's always had a really good knack for long rebounds coming over the top, and as long as we're hitting bodies and keeping people off the glass, then that allows him and others to swoop in and kind of get those long boards.
How just Steph's series overall, defensively, rebounding, floor game, only one turnover last night. How good is he?
Been great. He's been great. I mean, he just looks so much healthier than last year, stronger, faster, quicker. All the times they're putting him in screen and rolls, trying to wear him down, he's handled that really well. It's not always going to work, but he's working hard and staying really active.
Next question, second row on the left.
Steve, Ann Killian with the San Francisco Chronicle. I know all year you've been saying that KD is maybe even better than you thought he was, but now that you're seeing him in these high-pressure games, and particularly last night, what is he? How much better is he than you expected him to be?
We knew how good he was, but just how clutch he's been. How many big shots he's hit for us. I think I said it last night. It just looks like he understands this is his moment. This is his time, and he's earned it. He's been in this league for a long time, and he's, I think, at the top of his game at the biggest time.
Ron on the right side.
Ron Krejcik from the San Francisco Chronicle. Steve, your 3 years when the Bulls won, the best postseason they had was '96. They went 15-3. Can you give a sense? Does that help you give a sense of sort of how hard it is to be where you are now at 15-0?
Yeah, I remember that well. We were up 3-0 in the finals too, and then we lost the next two games in Seattle. So it's hard. I mean, it's in the playoffs. Every team is good, particularly as you go deeper. It gets tougher and tougher. So what this team has accomplished is remarkable. And we've had some good fortune too. We've stayed healthy. Knock on wood. Every year is different, and we know that. But so far, things have gone our way, and our guys have really played well and competed at a high level.
I can ask a quick follow. That '96 Bulls team, like you said, you only lost one until the very end. Was there a sense at that time of how difficult and special that was, as good as you were, to not stumble really much at all?
You don't really stop and think about it, until after. So that team just played. I think we swept Orlando in the conference finals, which was probably the biggest accomplishment because that was a loaded team, Shaq and Penny, and we took care of business and then went up 3-0 in the finals, had a little bit of a letdown. That was a great team too with Gary Payton and Sean Kemp, Percy Hawkins, that group. But, in the end, you just want to win. I mean, the other stuff doesn't really matter. People can talk about it in historical context, but you just get it done, win the series, and let everybody else talk.
Next question, Michael, left side, midway.
Steve, Michael Grange from Sportsnet, Toronto. I don't know how big a football fan you are, but round numbers, they tend to stick in people's minds. You got, the Miami Dolphins are the only undefeated team in the NFL. They went to win the Super Bowl, etc. Would it be at least a bonus for this group to have something like that beside their championship, an undefeated postseason?
Not something I'm thinking about or any of us are thinking about. It's just win. Let's go win. Then we can, savor a championship however we want. But you guys can talk about it and write about it. I am a big football fan, by the way. And I always love when Mercury Morris celebrates when the other team that's undefeated finally loses. That's one of my favorite moments of the NFL season.
You could have 40 years of that if you go 16.
Wouldn't that be awesome? Yeah, that'd be great.
Next question, Tim, second row on the left.
Going back to the meeting in the Hamptons, we've talked about it endlessly, but when you made your pitch to Kevin, was it like this? What did you say? This is what it could be like? What was your kind of the text of your pitch to him?
I think the whole thing was how fun it would be because of the style of play, because of the individual talents. None of these guys are ball-dominant players. They all love playing off the ball, cutting, moving, passing. And it fits. They fit like, a hand in a glove. And that was the pitch, was just look how good we could be and look how natural the fit would be. There really wasn't a lot we had to try to generate. It was just, hey, you guys are all basketball players. You all move, you all pass, you all shoot. That's a pretty fun way to play.
And and I know Jerry wasn't there, but he did talk to Kevin on the phone afterwards. How important do you think West was to just that, to the overall picture, and are you concerned that he might be leaving the franchise this summer?
Jerry was very important in that whole sequence. He had a good conversation with Kevin while it was going on. I haven't given any thought to the other stuff. We're focused on the finals. Whatever Jerry wants to do, that's what I want him to do. I want him to be happy. He's made a huge impact on our organization. He's a great mentor for me. I've talked to him, once a month all year, all 3 years. We'll see what he does.
2 more questions. Let's go through the second row here to Monty.
Monty Poole, NBC Sports Bay Area. Steve, this team has this postseason attacked closeout games with like a singular ferocity. I mean, it's every game started off and you could see it how bad they wanted it. What do you think is behind that in the game fours you've seen so far through the postseason?
I think it's just natural. You want to get it done. You don't want to mess around. You're up 3-0. You got all the momentum. You got to carry that through.
Final question to Marcus in the back against the wall.
Marcus Thompson, Barry News Group. Steve, when you got a talent like Durant, how much does it unlock his game? We already knew he was good. He's been in the league in a while. How much does it unlock his game playing with other players who are also really good?
Same for any player. Great player, role player. You're better, the better your teammates are. It's the beauty of the game, and that's what makes our team special. It's not just Steph and KD. It's Livingston, Iguodala, Draymond. It's the number of playmakers. I say it all the time. Guys just make it easier on each other. It's the beauty of Cleveland's team. They complement each other. The best teams, obviously have the best players, but they complement one another well. And I think our team complements each other beautifully.
Have you seen Durant's game grow? Do you feel like he's gotten better?
Yeah. I think he has grown in terms of his ability to play with the other 4 guys, with our movement and our spacing and our flow. Over the course of the year, he's gotten better and better with that, just understanding when to cut, when to screen, when to come off a screen, instead of just, being on the ball and making a play without the ball. It's a big part of what we do.
Thank you, Coach.
Thanks.
KD is next.